Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. I sent about 5 text messages over a decade that I had a mobile device, mobile phone. Oh, there's new text messages from Ponzi, not through text. We send text messages back and forth on the iPhone all the time because it's so easy to send text messages. In fact, I sent a text message to my little brother, Ben, in Texas after I learned that he had been awarded the Teacher of the Year. And I said, Teacher of the Year? And he called me. He says, we don't use text messaging because it's too expensive. So now, my wife continues to text message me. Dude, your messages are mean. Please send your Xmas list ASAP, not through text. Lol. XOXO. Boy, she is just loving these shorthand. Wicket says hi. All right. One of the reasons why we're talking about text messages is not a clear invitation for you to send me text message. However, Weston, a 12-year-old kid from New Jersey, submitted a top 5 list for texting etiquette, or as he tries to call it, textiquette, starting with do not write in text language. It's hard to read, and you look like an idiot who can't take the time to spell out words. So I guess Ponzi and I are looking like idiots back and forth, but it's so much easier to type LOL and XOXO if you're saying kisses and hugs. That's what X's and O's mean. So he says that it can be somewhat difficult to translate. So I suppose as long as you're using language that is understood between the two of you, you'll be okay. But if you're sending it to some random person like CUL8R, see you later, I don't know. Maybe they'll be able to figure out, maybe not. Number 2, do not send short text messages like okay, hey, no, etc. Most people don't have unlimited text messaging because if you send someone something like hey, they send back hey, and then you have to say how was your day, they say great, and they say how was your day, you just wasted 5 text messages. Say something more like hey, how was your day? Also, don't send no-end texts. They're the kind when someone says, ha, 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 you have no idea what to say next. Think when you're texting that you are having a real conversation face-to-face. Fair enough. Now, I know Ponzi, I think, has got to slow down on her text messages because she doesn't have unlimited texting for her plan on the iPhone. I do, however, so I can send as many as I want. LOL. Don't send forwards. They drive people crazy. Well, I suppose that would apply to email as well. Forwards are the messages that say, hey, if you don't send this to 345 people in 2 hours, the little girl's spirit will haunt you for life. Are you really going to believe that? Number 4, don't do anything on your phone that you can do on your computer. Don't download songs, check your email, and all that other web stuff when you can do it on your computer. You'll end up paying a whole lot of money on data charges. It's not that pretty when you get your bill and you see you owe $70 in data charges, and it happened to Weston. Of course, the workaround for that is thanks for the tea. It is refreshing. Oh. Yummy. I've got continuous partial attention going on. Ponzi is addicted to text messaging, and now I think she's sending them to me just to infuriate me, knowing full well that she's probably at her text messaging limit. $70. Unlimited data plans, the only way to go. At least in my opinion. But of course, if you're 12 years old, you likely have to ask your parents' permission. Beg in some cases. Last but not least, don't sign up for the all text message alert features that you get everywhere. Before you know it, your bill will have you paying $100 for all those texts. Just look at it online at your computer. It's also a waste of time for you checking all those texts. Stop being glued to your phone and explore the world. This is according to a 12-year-old. He sounds more mature than I do. This Brooklyn-style pizza is good. I should never have given her my mobile number. She never stops with the whole ding, ding, dinging. Ding, ding. That's my message alert. Anyway, great top 5 list, Weston. I appreciate it. I appreciate it even more that you're 12 years old. You know that these videos we do go out all around the world. We've got viewers as far north and as far south as I can think. And that's cool. To me, that's amazing. All the way from, Mike is in the Netherlands, and then, of course, in New Zealand, Glenn Woolsey. We're all over the place, and of all ages. Of course, Santa Claus watches our stream. Sometimes we throw him in on our website, too. So, young and old, send in their top 5 list, whether they're related to technology or not. Texting, I don't think is related to technology. Of course, we use mobile devices, phones, to text message back and forth. But I would say this is more of guidelines to keep in mind if you're going to get addicted to texting, things to watch out for, things to think about. If you have a top 5 list, feel free to send them to me. And if you write them well, and sadly, a 12-year-old can write, well, twice as well as I've seen 24-year-olds write. It's kind of sad, but as long as Weston stays on his path and doesn't get too addicted to text messaging, I think we've got the next Ernest Hemingway on our hands. Well, hopefully not, because I think he had some health issues of a different variety. Anyway, enough of literary criticism. I'm going to move along and tell you to move along, but before you go and click on the next video on YouTube or do something else, why don't you swing by our website? We're typically talking tech. Sometimes we're talking trash. Actually, it's people in chat talking trash to me, and chat is the thing that's going on over here. You see, well, it's kind of underneath this whole general region. Those are people, real people. Like, if I tell them, right now, if I tell them to type in the word baloney, number one, I'd get like 4 different spellings of the word baloney. But you would also see that I'm not using any hands. It's not a script. These are real people. They're real people. You are a real person too. Stop by the chat room. Interact. You know, whether you like baloney or Braunschweiger, I really don't. I don't care of your meat preferences. Maybe you happen to like different style pizza, too. I got to catch up with my texts, so swing by the chat room if you can. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.